Okay, so it goes back to the earlier point around the humanitarian development nexus. So one of the key elements to achieve that is to ensure that you actually create an environment that allows the evolution or development of local institutions in the planning and implementation of projects. So in this case for Malteser International in the northeast of Nigeria, we actually work and support over 100 water and sanitation committees spread all over the places where we work. So these committees are the core of our work. They do the prioritization themselves. They do the planning of projects, for example, in terms of site selection. Two, they do a lot of work in terms of promoting peaceful coexistence. They do conflict resolution at water sources. They do awareness. They do crowd control. They ensure that there is equitable access to wash services, i.e. nobody should be discriminated against. So they oversee all this.
Local knowledge and actions of our young people should be valued by employers, authorities, and funders, and integrated into the planning and programming. In their local communities, youth should be respected and valued as stakeholders and leaders, especially those from the most marginalized communities. We should prioritize capacity building for all young people, especially women and those from minorities, and we should also invest more in education. By investing in education and capacity building, we close the gaps due to a weak supportive framework in the water and sanitation workforce, but we also accelerate local action. We contribute to creating a professional workforce that drives innovative and transformative WASH outcomes and accelerate the SDG 6.
Responsável do Departamento Técnico do Sistema de Abastecimento de Água da cidade da Bahia. Devemos estar sempre atentos e nos precavermos de estes eventos para que não tenham impactos muito fortes. Então, significa que nós devemos estar sempre preparados para qualquer evento, para poder combater estes eventos e repor as infraestruturas ou os sistemas imediatamente. Bom, eu penso que devemos ser solidários, não é? E estarmos sempre de mãos dadas para poder repor o que estiver danificado.
Our cluster usually aggregates data for the better humanitarian response planning and also gap analysis and the monitoring, which means the data set of the cluster can give us a much holistic idea about the sector and the cluster, especially focusing on the acute needs as well as its location, and which also covers how much funding is required to extend the necessary life-saving support. Those variable data and information is very important to develop the response strategy and even priority for the organization. So as a cluster agency, I believe that UNICEF can really make use of those outcome of coordination for better planning and strategy development.